Hey everyone and welcome to Immortal Realm. In today's video, we will talk about manhwas where the main character has no power limiter. In simple words, our main character is overpowered and has limitless growth potential. On number 10, we have I was stuck on the same day for 100,000 years. Yes, this is a Chinese manhwa, but it is quite interesting. Lin Yu crossed to the Hongmeng continent, but he was accused of being stuck on the same day for 100,000 years. No matter how much he struggles, he would return to yesterday after dawn. In 100,000 years, Lin Yu learned all the knowledge, understood the secrets of countless sect powerhouses, and gradually admitted that he could not escape the cycle of reincarnation. However, on the last day of 100,000 years, he had finally escaped the endless cycle of reincarnation. Although the art of this manhwa is average, but we have an OPMC. Number 9 on our list is Invincible at the Start. It's a new manhwa and it currently has 18 chapters. Ding! The host has opened the invincible field and the host is invincible in the field. This was a system notification that our main character got. As a nerd, Chen Chang'an travels through the fantasy world, facing countless monsters and ghosts from the outside world. Chen Chang'an decides not to leave this invincible field before becoming immortal. When he is bored, he occasionally raises a few cute and sweet apprentices and accidentally cultivated them to become the leaders in the spiritual world, which turned the world upside down. So in simple words, our main character is just a weakling, but he has an invincible system which creates an invincible field around him, and in that field he is a god. No one, even the most prestigious masters, can defeat him in that field, and he is invincible in that field. Number 8 on our list is the ultimate of all ages. First among the 10 martial emperors, peerless martial emperor Gu Fiyang meets his demise in the Tiandong mountains. He was reincarnated 15 years later as Li Shunxiao of the Tianshui nation and thus begin a heaven-defying battlefront with the countless talents of the current generation. Martial arts of the 9 heavens and 10 divine realms. From then on, the whole world was set ablaze. Well, after listening to the summary, you can get the idea that this is basically a cliché Chinese manhwa in which we have an overpowered main character. But there is one thing that is very much different from this Chinese manhwa, and that is the main character is not a wimp and he is also not a simp. This story is very good and it is also funny. This manhwa has a whole different vibe and I think you should all give it a try. Number 7 on our list is The Archmage Returns After 4,000 Years, also known as The Great Mage Returns After 4,000 Years. This is a pretty old manhwa, but it is one of the most popular and best manhwas. Lucas Stroman was once the greatest archmage in history until he was condemned by a demigod to spend eternity losing his mind. But 4,000 years later, he is thrust back into this world, into the body of Frey Blake, the weakest, most untalented students at the prestigious West Road Academy for Mages. After all this time, the world of magic has barely progressed. Could this be the work of demigod? Determined to find out, Lucas sets out to reach the highest level of powers once again and to get his revenge on those demigods. The art is god tier, the story is very interesting and the main character is one of the best. Number 6 on our list is Beastmaster of the Ages. The main character, as you can see, looks similar to Zhou Fan from Magic Emperor. That is, our main character is not a wimp and he is also strong, calculative, cunning and merciless. Even in his dreams, Li Tianming can't stop himself from laughing. Why? Because his family pets are all the primordial chaos beast of the myth. That teeny weeny little chick over there is actually the eternal infernal phoenix that eats the sun. His black cat is the Genesis Chaos Thunder Fiend that refines worlds with its lightning. Followed by so many pets, Li Tianming begins his ascension to become the #1 Beastmaster of the ages. He journeys across the many worlds. Only one thing remains constant. No one is ever ready for the likes of his pets. After all, who is ever prepared to fight a chicken and its fellows? Number 5 on our list is Reincarnation of the Murim clan's former rancor. the strongest guild, Griffin, SSS rank, Gang Taeha, who is also our protagonist, challenges them alone, but he meets his death after a fierce battle. However, the next moment when he opens his eyes, he realizes that he is reincarnated into a different world, and this world is that of Murim, and he is in the body of a pig. Well, naturally, not the animal pig, instead he is in the body of the ruffian of the Baek-un clan, Yu Shin-un, who is also a fat guy. He is a good for nothing and is someone who is hated by everyone. But now as our main character takes his body, he realizes that he can use two types of powers, that is, martial arts from his present life and necromancy from his former life. He who wields both powers now shakes the destiny of the world. The art of this manhwa is god tier, the main character is very calm and overpowered. Number 4 on our list is the Celestial that returned from hell, also known as the constellation that returned from hell. Choi Yeon-sung, the first human ever to become a Celestial. He goes off to train in the abyss to stop other Celestial from swallowing Earth whole. Will he be able to protect Earth? In this world, there are good Celestials and bad Celestials. Good Celestials are those who make human their subordinates and bless them with power, whereas bad Celestials are those who want to swallow different planets and make the people their slave, and these bad Celestials are out to swallow Earth. But we have our main character who is now on the path to become a Celestial. This manhwa has an interesting concept and world building. Our main character is also very likable, although he is not very smart, but he is also not a fool. Number 3 on our list is Divine Perspective. An accident gave Yi-han the magical ability to see through things. Since then, his life has become bright and colorful. He developed the richest business empire, dominated the gambling world, healed many with his medical skills, and became a master of medical arts, sitting on billions of fortunes. And even the goddesses were attracted to him. As a limited edition man, Yi-han was under a lot of pressure and had no choice but to explore a few Tomb Raiders. However, he discovers a shocking secret that could be traced back from ancient times. Now this manhwa is cliché and it also has harem, but our main character has a cheating code, and that is his eyes. If you want, you can read this manhwa or you can skip it, as it has a lot of cliché. Number 2 on our list is Player Starting From Today, also known as Player From Today Onwards. Hunters are sponsored by patrons, and the 12 most brilliant heroes established Eden, calling themselves gods. That is the time when I, Lee Jong-kyung, lived. I lived the life of a cattle like any other ordinary man. One book I had was about a forgotten hero, a bibliography of a true hero. Athena, one of the 12 rulers of Eden, comes to me. Do you want to go to the past more than 100 years ago, to the days when hunters appeared? The one who sponsored the king supported me. I continued to walk similarly to the life in which the hero lived. I dream of a better future than the king. The power our main character has changes the world. Our main character is too overpowered, the art is awesome, and the story is also very interesting. Make sure to read it. Number 1 on our list is the Advanced Player of the Tutorial Tower, also known as the Tutorial Tower of the Advanced Player. After being trapped for 12 years in a tower of regenerating monsters, Kim Hyun-yu is more powerful than just about any human or monster on Earth. Now that he is free, he is determined to find out who was behind his imprisonment, even if that means he has to destroy hordes of monsters and inadvertently save the world along the way. This manhwa is one of the best manhwa, although it released way back in 2020, but it has still one of the best art and story. Our main character is just too overpowered and no one can defeat him. He is set out to protect the earth from climbers. That's all for today's video, and I hope you got something new to read. If you want more videos like this, then you can subscribe to our channel. Have a very beautiful day.